So they'll be calling you a radical. This is a very historic video. And I'll talk history, you know, we'll do as many videos as it takes to get this into the library. So this is real historic. I misspoke. I said Walt was the first player of color to ever play in the NBA. He's Japanese descent. My father was a organic farmer named Digger, real famous guy around here. Organic farmer. The neighbors, all our friends, the vast majority of farmers out west who raised tomatoes, potatoes, all kinds, were Japanese. A lot of them came pre-World War II and post. So he's born and raised in Ogden. Ogden. Played here at Weber State. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this. This is so historic because what's going on, France bailing out. This is a historic day. Really a historic day. This is important. I want to talk about this. That's Damian Lillard's greatest game he ever played. Now, this is important because, stay with me. I'll send this to Randy. I'm going to get an interview with Randy today. He and I are friends. Right? Walt played on the same high school team at Ogden High with Arnie Farron. Who's Arnie Farron? That team won the national championship at Utah. By the way, this year, Damian Lillard, they beat Utah by 30. By 30. How come they never played in the tournament? So this was the bracket buster game. Damian Lillard's the best game he ever played. So I knew Damian when they recruited Damian. I talked to him, blah, blah, blah. Randy and I go way back, blah, 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 blah. Arnie Farron headed the selection committee. Here, right here, why do you think Weber State got a home game with Mel McCarthy and that great team when they're ranked, you know, in the top 20 in the country, and they got a 5 or 6 seed? Played a first round, NCAA, here. We got NCAA tournament. Jason Kidd's last game here. I mean, I'm going on. How about the Western bracket finals when Jimmy Valvano cut down the nets right here? I'm sitting right there. Weber lost that game, by the way. That's what they do here. Heartbreak the Wallace curse. I mean, these great teams. Mata coached here. Johnson coached here. Gene Vischer played and coached here. Neil McCarthy coached here. I mean, these great players. You know, come on. The great. There's so many players pipelined into Europe. You don't even know. I mean, so many great players. Willie Soldier. That's who named Dr. J. What a great player. He has rings. I mean, he's a legend. Europe, but this is important because of the Fukushima dynamic and as many videos as I got to do because France has exercised their put option to get out. Now, I've been involved with this program since I was a little kid. You know, back in the Swenson gym. You know, I was the guy I worked for Bagelin at the time. I was a student professor keeping Ruben in class. Nemhard, the best player who ever played while he was on this floor, Ruben Nemhard, who had Allen Iverson shut down. I think our score, destroyed him. And, you know, I'm friends with the trainer. The young trainer in here now is from Japan. Yo-yo. He's a great guy. But anyway, he knows all about Fukushima, Ricotta Iki. The Olympics were going to be here. We were supposed to get speed skating here. We got curling. Go team. The Olympic downhill. Right there, this ain't Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, this ain't fucking Colorado. Rocky Mountain Way is better than the way we have. So, this is important. When I got leukemia, as you know, I taught at the Water School of Business, blah, blah. I became the anti-nuclear activist, blah, blah, blah. Fukushima, I'm doing all my historic work on this campus. Fukushima happens, I'm going crazy. Doing my videos here, by the pond. There's videos right here, blah, 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 blah. Damian's on the campus. And if you've never seen his incredible workout regimen, you don't know. I watched it in real time when he was doing it. I knew he was going to play in the NBA. Everybody turned their fucking back. They ignored him. Like they ignored me. So they got a bracket buster game. They got a bracket buster game. They were paying attention. This team was running the table. They were destroying everybody. Lillard was going crazy in those days. That's when the scouts were awake. I was in the bone marrow transplant center dying of leukemia. Full of leukemia. I was so sick because I did that historic work. There's Damian, one of the videos I'm shooting by the pond. That's him walking by. And of course I got sick, as you know, in 2011. I was given 2 months to live. I go into a bone marrow transplant center fighting for my life. This is about the only time I got to come out. I got to come out, and there's a nurse with me inside there, and her and I went right in that door. I'm swiveled up like this. I have my central line hanging in. We extra bandage her. She sat right with me the whole time. To this game, this was Lillard's best game he ever played. So I was almost dead. The only people in this fucking community, the only people, Megan and Melissa, the massage therapists, they stuck up for me. The only people on this fucking campus, all this historic work, everything that I've done for this community, I was raised in a fucking place here where we were taught to give back. American Can, that's who built this fucking arena. American Can, that's who built this fucking arena. So, the only people that stuck up for me was Damian Lillard and Randy Ray. I mean, every time they see me, whatever, sucked. Oh my God, Kev, can we do anything for you? I'm doing good. I'm fighting. You know, hang in there. The only fucking people was Damian Lillard and Damian Lillard's teammate because of Randy. Ray. Of course, this was a fluke that they didn't go to the NCAA tournament that year or the year before. It's a crazy fucking story. They were playing at Idaho State, and it was a bad call on the line. They stepped right there, or they would have won. The home game would have been here, but they lost the year before. It's along the Wattis curse. You know, it's been going on for years. But I knew what Damian was. You know, and he's emerged to be the mega superstar. It's like Randy told me the other day. I was sitting there and we were talking. He's like, Kevin, his cousin, Damian, Barry, was probably more talented than him, but he didn't have the work ethic that Damian had. I says, nobody has the work ethic Damian Lillard has. It's incredible. So just so you know, there's another player on this floor this year that will probably, I think he'll be a first rounder, who's going to be a superstar in the NBA, I think. You know, Derek Hardy. Oh yeah. Do not, that's a whole nother story. This team was that good. Didn't get to play in a tournament because I'll tell you why. The NCAA tournament's captured. I mean, Randy's had this. It's a fucking joke. The NCAA's ruined it. Corporatization, whoredom's ruined fucking basketball. It's destroyed it. The NCAA committee's watching. This was that great Arlington, Texas team. They were, you know, mid-majors, you know, these two young teams. This is a bracket buster game. How come they didn't get 2 seeds? Because they're never going to get seeds. They're going to get 15 or fucking 6 seed in the Big Sky. That's just the way it is. No, I mean, the whole thing's corporate whoredom. You know, Arnie Farron's gone. You know, Walt died from Japan. You know, Rakata Iki. Where's Rakata Iki? You know, what about Rakata Iki? Me and Yo, we just had this conversation. You know, and so I Omega, remember them? Word Perfect, Nobel. Huntsman's going off about IT. I says, yo, and this is Huntsman. He pissed me off the other day. Me and him, I got to straighten him out. He says, well, did Bill Gates, remember he was on? I says, Bill Gates? He fucking stole everything from here. Remember Novell, Word Perfect, Shift F fucking 13? It was invented here on this camp. Bruce Bastian, Alan Ashton. Alan Ashton's from here. David O. McKay's grandson, Fawn Mckay, fucking Brody, Banard De Voto, fucking Walt. How about Walt? You don't speak his fucking name on this fucking campus. I go on and on and on and on. How about Kevin Blanch? So, I know I went on. I want to get some of this history down. But this is important. France exercise I taught the derivatives arbitrage fucking class on this when we were the #1 school business in the fucking country. When it got hoarded out by the fucking Chinese. In the name of Rakata Iki. You know, how come nobody's talking about her? You know, the greatest athlete in the history of fucking Japan. She's got cancer. So here we have this Japanese descent, first person of color ever playing the NBA. He's from here. He went to Weber State. I mean, you know how many players? I mean, my high school coach. It was a JC then. It was a JC. Everybody went for 2 years and transferred to the U. Everybody. Arnie Farron, him, all of them. National champions. They won the NIT, the AAU, and the NCAA. The only team to ever fucking do it. That's these guys. First player. How about Rakata Iki? Here, all roads lead to fucking Ogden. They won't speak their fucking name. Fawn Mckay Brody, they won't speak her name. Banard De Voto won't speak the fucking name. You know, Walt, fucking all these people. Fucking. Like football stadium has a fucking. The only policeman that have retired is Jamie Martin. Please! Scott Shills played here. How about Lee White played it? They're fucking ignorant to their past. You know? It's a fucking amazing to me. So here he is, Japanese descent. They don't even talk about him. I knew him real good. Great friends with him. Fantastic man. It's like Arnie Farron's still alive. Go get an interview with Arnie Farron. Where's the Salt Lake Tribune? Or where's the fucking Ogden? Go fucking interview Arnie. He's from Ogden. Fucking standard examinator. Sign Pope, KWC. We've forgotten our history. We've forgotten our past. We fucking, you know, it's me-ism. You know, Eddie's dying right now. I mean, well, he's not dying. He's fighting for his life with leukemia. That's why I'm using it. You got to learn to go that left, fucking Jared. Oh, work on it. You got to get better with that left. His kids' last game was in. They got upset and sent packing. You know, I go on and on about this historic fucking basketball program, this historic fucking place. Fucking everybody's fucking thrown us to the wolves. You know, here's Damian do his work here. Everybody ignoring him. At the end, they found him. And boy, did he take off. Lillard 4-3. Uh-oh. God, I dropped it. Did I break it? I dropped it. I never dropped a can one fucking time when I had cancer. Not one. You can go play through the tape river. I remember fucking Ackerman's like, you never drive. I could, no mistakes. I'm fighting for my life. Central line hanging out of me. You know, so France has exercised their option in the 7.6 bailout in New York. South Carolina sold off your fucking information to the Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate. Monsanto's fucking had an Chinese espionage. I guess Monsanto now state secrets. How is the United States arresting a Chinese guy in the name of Monsanto? How do you still say secrets from Monsanto? I guess they are the government now. Hitler's back. Hitler's back. You know, this is Walt right after World War II. The war to end all ours. That's the only way he got into the heck thing. Think about the fucking bombs. True man, true man, true man. All roads lead to Ogden. Right here. Right here. G, floor, fucking SMRs, fucking new scale from fucking hell. Pop, 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 pop. Nuclear energy must stop. It fucking was invented here. It started here. First reactors right up the fucking road. It needs to end here. Stop this repression in the name of fucking Fawn Mckay, bro. How about Edward Abbey? How about Edward Abbey? You know, I graduated right there. There's a great picture with me and Mikado. Japanese. Number one school business in the country. There's only fucking 17 in the Cooley's program. Cooley died of fucking mad cow. The water's curse. Japanese heir to the royal family. That's a picture of he and I standing right there. It's out there. Blackball me. Number one. You know, so of course Lillard got his paycheck. He got his dues. You know, thank God he did. You know. How many other players have been ignored here? How many people have been ignored here? Look at the historic work I did. The same thing with them in here. What do I get? What do I get? All I ever wanted was fucking peace of mind. You know? So, I've been to the edge. I stood and looked down. I lost a lot of fucking friends there. I ain't got time to fuck around. Give me a fucking break! What am I gonna get a break? One break coming up. Fucking. I like, oh, we're fucking Van Hagar. We're fucking, you know, David Lee. Now, fuck them both. This is Eddie's band. This is the Van Halen boys. They weren't born here. You know, we're full of foreign players. We got a fucking kid from Yalta by the sea playing on this fucking team right now. Fucking 13 players playing in fucking Europe. Fucking ignore them. Fucking deny them. Just like you do me. Just like you do Fukushima. But the fight goes on. I'll never forget that fucking game. I was so sick. I thought I was going to die. Everybody did. The only one that ever did anything, Randy, Damian, Kev, they see me, they come right, can we do anything for you? Hey, no, I'm hanging in there. You know, I'll be walking like this across campus when I got out or back in, hang in there. Damian never got to play in a fucking tournament. But he took the fucking high road. This school did nothing for him here. Nothing, zero. Should have seen him after he got drafted. Buses, billboards, fucking selling fucking 100 jerseys a day at Hunters. I have the last one. At J. Marriott's fucking old bookstore. Here, oh yeah, here. I can go on and on and on and on. They deny these fucking people, fucking, in the name of, put a fucking statue of Fawn Mckay Brody in front of the fucking library. You know, the greatest activist, Edward Abbey. Let's make sure this is still going, so this babble's not in vain. Let's turn it over here to Rakata Iki. Edward Abbey on this campus. Now, I knew Edward Abbey from the landscape to the library. You know, when I was in 7th grade, T.L. Smith, that thing, his mother was my 2nd grade. His sister was my, his sister was my 1st grade teacher. Great teachers here in Weber County. The Monkey Ranch Gang was required when I went to Walquist Junior High with Tracy Hall, the guy who invented this today, my 8th grade history teacher. My English teacher required us to read the Monkey Ranch Gang. Can you imagine that? So he was married to a girl from Kaiser who died of leukemia, who's a relative of my girlfriend at the time, blah, blah, blah. You know, I was a young student here. I was 15, I was an honor student here. Art student. A whole nother fucking dissertation. In the name of Rakata Iki. I ran against Ed I. Stone. He ran for THB, I ran for Walquist. We both ran the half. It was called the 880 in those days. You know, I've been telling him, you got to boycott these Olympics. Rakata Iki's fucking dying. You know, all these roads lead to fucking Ogden, Utah. You blackball us historically. Fucking BYU North. What the fuck? Remember, Weber beat fucking Utah by 30. They killed Utah State that fucking year. They beat everybody they touched. By the way, they've never won at BYU in the history of the Destroy program. I wonder why. Because they fucking cheat down there big time. And anybody that's ever played in there and they post knows they fucking cheat. In the name of the great, great Jimmy V, who was the greatest. Thurl Bailey was on that team. Weber lost that game in '95, and they might have went to the Final Four. They were that fucking good. I knew it. To Iverson. Because he shot an air ball and missed it. That's how fucking NC State fucking won. They were an 8th seed, right? Valvano, the greatest of all fucking time. I remember we cutting down the fucking nets right here when they upset number 1. That's what we do here. We're fucking underdogs here. You don't think Damian Lillard was a fucking underdog? 13 players playing in fucking Europe. You got to learn to use that fucking left, Kev. I'm getting better with it. I'm getting better with it. I'm getting better with it. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Put me in, coach. I'm ready. Quit hammering me. 1984. All I ever want to do is sink my teeth into that fine. Eddie Van Halen, Pound Cake. He's playing that with an electric fucking drill. You want to talk an avant-garde? The greatest guitar player who ever fucking lived. Fucking Clapton said. Oh, that'd be Prince. Leadbelly's guitar. Kurt Cobain's fucking guitar. Fucking Prince. Eddie Van Halen's guitar. Eddie Van Halen's the greatest guitar. I'll do another piece and I'll talk about how when I got to meet Eddie Van Halen when he was young. We all knew in San Diego kids. Some freaks were fucking going here and I was hitchhiking. Has you ever heard of Van Halen? You know, I just got back. I used to hitchhike from here to San Diego. And they're like, what? One of the freaks, I mean, 1955, restored nomad. I mean, the good freaks. Long-haired, weed, fucking freaks all over. Fuck yeah, I heard them. They're back, I says, they're playing in Fresno. They're opening for Ozzy. What? Ozzy? Fucking, they gather like fucking witches at Black Bucket Masses, the nuclear. Crazy trains right now to the nuclear industry. Let's go. We had a hose, we'll siphon gas. We didn't have to use it because people used to care about people that, hey, we're headed to see the concert, blah, blah. Can we get some gas? Yeah, here, take fucking $5, $10. Go, you kids go. We went to the fairgrounds. There was a bunch of fucking hippies out there, fucking beatniks, fucking hanging around. Here, they fed us. We stayed at the fairgrounds. We snuck into the fucking continent. People bought us in. This girl went over there and that we know. I said, we got to have tickets. We don't have tickets. One of the chicks was with us. So I'll get us tickets. She went over, tore her fucking shirt off, said, wrote across her, in the name of Fema before, we need tickets. She had 15 tickets so fast, make your fucking. So we go. Eddie comes out. I'd never seen him. Nobody had. San Diego kids, 5150 address. Oh, you A1 too? Fucking, he comes out. Fucking, they play Eruption. The whole crowd. I'd never seen a crowd go so psycho in my life. By the way, Stevie Nicks player right there. She's snorting cocaine in the background. That you just, you see my gypsy. I'm going back to the Velvet Underground. What about Robin at Arcadia High? Down the stretch they come, Nakatani, Japanese, fucking, and turn them a centimeter racetrack. What's he talking about? Fucking, that's the evacuation zone for fucking San Onofre. The generators parked here. The San Onofre ball, San Diego, throw that game out the window. Ozzy walks out after that. I'll never forget, that was the end of Black fucking Sabbath, and Ozzy went to shit. Holy fuck. We gotta follow that. Lillard, 4-3. What a historic day. The Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate built this house, built that. GE. Walt's dead. The Japanese fucking ties. We're all Japanese now. We're all Japanese. Jetstream. Japanese River. Fukushima. Stand tuned.